Welcome, fellas. Just to be pretty much brief with this Oktagon FC predictions, eager to say this is gonna be a nice event, nice fight card, and Vlasto Chepo fighting after a very, very long period of time, which kinda makes me happy as Chepo is one of my favorite. One of my favorite fighters from the local circuit. But okay, he is going to fight a really dangerous opponent this time, despite he is a favorite. It is not going to be an easy matchup for him. No way he is participating in an easy matchup. And let me start right off the bat with picks predictions. I'm gonna give you my insight of it right now. Man, so many fights were changed, and yeah, James Lewis should be a favorite in this one. Ugh, man, don't even have all the fights here. Okay, I'll start with from what I know from my wide MMA knowledge. I'll go with Lewis to win. Lewis to win. James Lewis to win. This is the first fight. On the preliminary card, Jakub Dochnal versus Caleb Mullen. I think Dochnal is pretty much underrated, so I'm gonna go with Jakub Dochnal to win. Despite Mullen is undefeated, Dochnal was fighting very, very great names, and we can't ignore that. Marek Barty versus Selim Topuz. I think Topuz should be the favorite. No, Topuz is the underdog. Let's go. Topuz to win. Last 1-1-0. Let's go. The next one is going to be Katarina Delizda versus Isabella De Paula. Actually, big fan of Katarina Delizda. Actually, very, very big fan, and I hope she is going to win. Delizda to win -350. I love her sweeps and scrambles. I'm really eager to say that I love her sweeps and scrambles. Václav Holota is going to fight Liam Etabar, and I do have a feeling that Václav Holota should outwork his opponent again. Again, tricky fight to call, but going with Holota to win. Next one is going to be Stuart Austin versus John Winter. This fight is drawing the greatest amount of attention in the preliminary card. John Winter has a heck of a striking, but I think Austin versus Winter, the best call would be not going the distance. Austin versus Winter. Winter, no distance. That could be a nice call. Austin to win. Austin to win would be my pick, but the best call would be the fight not going the distance. That fights draw a lot of attention. Ole Magnor versus Michal Kotalik. To me, this is another pick'em. Yeah, just another pick'em to me. But Ole Magnor is a favorite. Let's go with Kotalik. Kotalik to win or no distance. Again, another one. We're going to have the clash between Roman Paulus and Niko Samsonidze. Roman Paulus is a great Slovakian fighter, and I believe Samsonidze is having the advantage on the ground. So if the fight gets dragged to the ground, Samsonidze to win. Yeah, I know the odds is smaller, but I'm just looking realistically. Fight will have to get dragged to the ground. Sooner or later, the fight is going to get dragged to the ground. The next call, Shamrock versus Arthur Lima. Very confident in Shamrock to win. I just want to check the odds. Did they release them? Yes, Shamrock is the favorite, as expected. Shamrock to win. The next one is going to be the clash between Jeremy Kimball and Ruben Wolf. Jeremy Kimball is a former UFC name, and I have a feeling that Jeremy Kimball should outwork Ruben Wolf without much effort. I believe it shouldn't be a hard fight for him. Jeremy Kimball to win. He is a former UFC name and a decent UFC name. Then the next one, well, Matusz Kuchut versus Karol Rishavi. This fight, I don't know. I really don't know. This is hard fight to call. So hard fight to call. Kuchut is a favorite, but I think this is going to be a trench for Kuchut versus Rishavi going the distance. This is a 50-50 fight to me. Kulhut side call, but I'm unsure. I'm really unsure about this one. Finally, the fight I'm looking forward the most. Lasto Chapo versus Yonta Bursanu. Think Chapo is going to win, but again, we mustn't underestimate Yonta Bursanu. First of all, this Moldovan guy scored victory over Dusan Ilic and Florian Aberger, and we've seen how he annihilated Dusan Ilic. Dusan Ilic is actually my teammate, so he annihilated him pretty much easily, and then against Florian Aberger, he dominated at Cage FC, so he competed at Brave CF where he destroyed George Bogdan too. I want Chepo to win. I'm gonna say Chepo to win side call, but I'm going with no distance Chepo versus Tabursano. We mustn't ignore the power of this guy, fellas. I was watching Armada and I've seen what he did to my teammates, so I mustn't underestimate the guy. Was saying Keita versus Jakub Tichota. Not a fan of Keita, but unfortunately I say Keita to win. So these are my Oktagon 42 predictions, and I'm telling you, I want Chepo to win so badly, but we mustn't underestimate Yonta Bursanu, guys. We simply mustn't. I watched that Armada. I'm telling you, he destroyed my teammate pretty much easily. Oh no, man. That guy is a heck of a prospect. I just hope Chapo gonna win that one.